Good morning class 3. Let's start new chapter from science, that is chapter 11, our planet the earth. Our planet the earth. What is this? Can you see? Yes, of course, this is our earth. Okay? Our earth is the third planet in our solar system. It is the only non-planet that has life on it. It has water, air and sunlight. This helps plants, animals and human beings to live on it. About 70% of the earth's surface is covered with water. That is why the earth is also known as the blue planet. So children, before this chapter we have already read little bit about the earth or the planet or earth in solar system. Okay, so now today we will learn more about the earth. Okay, now our earth is the third planet in our solar system. How many planets we have? We have 8 planets, isn't it? So there are 8 planets in our solar system and Earth is the third planet. So it is the only non-planet that has life on it. It has water, air and sunlight. This helps plants, animals and human beings to live on it. So our earth is a unique planet, isn't it? Because only our earth has life on it. Human beings, plants and animals can survive on this planet, our earth. Understood? But how? Why? Why we cannot survive in any other planets like Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and all? Why only on Earth? Because Earth has water, air and sunlight. Earth has water, air and sunlight, which is very necessary for us, for plants, for animals. That is why only we can survive on Earth. Okay, about 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. So about 70% of the Earth is covered with water. That is why Earth is called a blue planet. Earth is called a blue planet. Okay, now formation of the Earth. So how Earth formed? Let us learn. The Earth was formed about 4 billion years ago from clouds of gases and dust. So 4 billion years ago means many years ago. Earth was clouds of gases. Earth was clouds of gases and dust. Okay. So at that time there were no living things, no living beings, no human beings, no plants, no animals. So at the beginning, from the first, when the earth formed, at that time earth was only clouds, dust and gases. Okay, clouds, dust and gases. In the beginning, the earth was very hot and it was surrounded by many hot gases. It took millions of years for it to cool down. So in the beginning means in the first, when the earth has formed, at that time earth was very hot. Understood? So earth was very hot because it was surrounded by hot gases. So after after millions of years, that hot gases change into or turn into cool gases. Okay, then it turn into cool. That hot turn into cool. The hot gases turn into clouds. That clouds caused rain. So that hot gases turn into cool gases. That is called clouds. That clouds caused rain. That clouds caused rain. Understood? Now, shape of the earth. So, you all know that what is the shape of our earth? Of course, round, isn't it? In earlier times, people believed that the shape of the earth was flat. So, children, many years ago when the human beings arrived on earth, so human beings are first who arrived? Of course, early human beings, isn't it? So, that early man or people, at that time the people, when the people found that what is the shape of the earth, at that time people believed that our earth is flat, not round. Understood? Our earth is flat. Some sailors took off journey to reach the edge of the earth. They traveled long distance but reached at the same point from where they had started. They were convinced that the earth was not flat but round in shape. The photographs taken from space have proven that the earth is indeed round. So children, in the beginning people believed that earth is flat, but after that some sailors who sail ship, isn't it? So some sailors, because they want to find out what is the shape of the earth, exactly what is the shape of the earth. Is it flat? Is it really flat? So they want to know, isn't it? So some sailors, they have started their journey to reach the edge of the earth, to the end point of the earth. If the earth is flat, then from the starting point, the end point, they have to reach the end point, isn't it? So they had started their journey to reach the end point of the earth. So they travel long distance about reach at the same point from where they had started. So when sailors, they had started their journey to reach the edge of the earth, but when they started journey after few long distance, they reached at the same point where they had already started. Understood? So at that time they believed that no, earth is not flat. The shape of the earth is not flat. The shape of the earth is round. That is why they had started from here and they reached at the same point they had already started. So that sailors believe that no, our earth is not flat, our earth is round. So that is why they have found that the shape of the earth is round. So like this, there are some other proof. Also the photographs taken from the space, they had proven that our earth is round, not flat. So understood, the shape of the earth is round. Now movements of the earth. So children, you know our earth where we live, that earth is also moving all the time. But do we feel? Yes or no? Let us learn. Okay, how earth is moving? The earth appears still to us, however it is moving all the time. It shows two kinds of movement, rotation and revolution. So children, movements of the earth, there are two movements of the earth, that is, one is rotation and another one is revolution. So there are two movements of the earth, rotation and revolution. Now what is the rotation of the, what is called rotation of the earth? Rotation of the earth spins around an imaginary line that passes through the North Pole and the South Pole. So the earth spins around an imaginary line. So you can see the picture, this is our earth, okay, picture of our earth, and this is North Pole, South Pole, axis, okay, west and east. So can you see this line? This line is called imaginary line and it is called axis. Okay, and it is from North Pole to South Pole. North Pole to South Pole. This is called an imaginary line, and that passes from North to South Pole. This imaginary line passes through the center of the earth. This line is called axis. So this line is passes through the center of the earth, the middle of the earth. That imaginary line is called axis. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. So here only this is imaginary line and this is axis. Here only earth rotate here. Okay, that is called rotation of the earth. That is called rotation of the earth. Now day and night. So the rotation of the earth causes day and night. One complete rotation of the earth on its axis causes one day and one night. So children, this is sun, this is light rays, which is sun rays, okay, and this is our earth. You can see here day and night, okay. So the part of the earth that faces to the sun, that is called daytime, and the opposite part of the earth, that is called night. Okay, that is opposite of the day, and that is away from the sun. So now how it happen? How day and night happen? Because the rotation of the earth causes day and night. Rotation of the earth causes day and night. One complete rotation of the earth on its axis causes one day and one night. So one day and one night, one complete rotation of the earth takes how many hours? 24 hours, okay, day and night. The earth completes one rotation in 24 hours. The earth complete one rotation in 24 hours. Thus, a cycle of one day and one night is repeated after every 24 hours. So, one day and one night is repeated every 24 hours. Next one is, one half of the earth facing the sun gets daylight, it is daytime. On this half of the earth, the other part of the earth does not get any light, it is night time. On this half of the earth, I have already told you, the faces of the part of the earth to the sun, that is daytime, and which is away from the day, that is night time off. Okay. Now, next one is revolution of the earth. So, next second movement of the earth is revolution of the earth. While rotating on its axis, the earth also moves around the sun. So, earth also rotates on its axis, but at the same time, earth also around the sun. This that move around the sun is called revolution. This movement of the earth in an orbit is called revolution. The earth takes about 365 and 1/4 days to complete one revolution. This period is called a year. So that earth also move around the sun, that is called revolution of the earth, and that one revolution, the earth take one revolution to complete one revolution, it takes 365 and 1/4 days, that is 1 year. To complete one revolution, it takes 1 year. The revolution of the earth around the sun and the tilt on its axis cause change of season. So children, the revolution of the earth causes changes of season, and the rotation of the earth causes change in day and night. Okay. Now we experience summer, winter, spring and autumn season. depending on the amount of sunlight we get at different times of the year. The part of the earth that is tilted towards the sun receives direct sunlight. This part experiences summer season. The remaining part of the earth that is tilted away from the sun receives slanting sunlight. This part experiences winter season. So our earth is little bit tilted towards the sun. Okay, so the part of the earth which is faces towards the sun or which is near to the sun, that part of the earth experiences summer season, and the part of the earth which is far away from the sun or which get less sunlight from the sun, that part of the earth experiences winter season. Understood? So that means revolution of the earth causes changes in season, and the rotation of the earth changes in day and night. And the rotation of the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, and the earth takes 365 and 1/4 days or 1 year to complete one revolution. Now I have a short video clip about rotation and revolution. Please have a look.
And revolution of the earth and its effects. The spinning of the earth around its own axis, which is an imaginary axis, is known as rotation of the earth. Now this axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 from the vertical. And with this tilted axis, the earth revolves around the sun, and that is known as revolution. So these are the two important motions of the earth, that is rotation and revolution.
Thank you.